Good morning. I wanted to do the next part in our mini series on how to live broke. I saw somewhere recently where people were needing assistance with kind of government shutdowns and inflation and just different things. People needed help figuring out how to live. We call it acting our wage, but how to live poor, how to bring your lifestyle down, and how to make things work. So today's tip is one that I have a lot of experience with. We have been farming full-time for 3 summers now, and what we've chosen in that space, in that time, is for Brandon to not be working full-time. He's here with us, and instead of more income, we have more lifestyle cuts, and so we just sacrifice a lot of things for him to be home. And so today I want to talk about avoiding debt, because a lot of people think when you don't have very much income, what you need to do is rack up credit card debt instead to kind of cover the gaps in there. And that is something that we have avoided, and I'm thankful that we have not used it. And I want to encourage you to also avoid credit card debt as well, while you're not making very much, or maybe while you're laid off, or whatever the situation is for you, to avoid that credit card debt. And here's why. Because this feels backwards. Our brains want to go, no, we can use credit card to get by. But what getting by would actually be is, it's Tuesday, I have to have gas in my car until Friday when I get paid, and so I can use the credit card to put gas in the car. Getting by would be putting in just enough gas in the car to get till Friday and then paying it off on Friday. But what we tend to do instead with the credit card, and you might be different, you might be the exception to the rule, but just in general, the way people behave, you would fill up the whole car. Not just enough to get till Friday, but you put the whole tank of gas in, and then maybe you grab a coffee because you're feeling stressed that you didn't have any money, and then later that week you have a really bad day at work, and so you grab some takeout on the way home, and these little things just add up on that credit card. And if you're not making very much money, it's not very long before you can't pay that credit card off. When your paycheck comes in, it's not enough to cover the debt plus your bills. So what I want to encourage you to do is to avoid debt in the first place when you are poor, when you are broke, when you are not making very much money. And again, it feels backwards, but we have done it, and I'm thankful for it, because as our business begins to grow and as it begins to take off, we are free to use the money that we begin to make towards other things and not going backwards and fixing mistakes from the past. And so I want to encourage you, while you're not making very much, even though it feels backwards, to ditch those credit cards and really crack down budgets and sacrifices and do things that way instead of racking up debt.